Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Why does he keep disrespecting you? Now, to get us started, I did pull a short video. Let's watch this video, and then we have a letter. We're going to dive right into this letter and see what she says. Why does he keep disrespecting you? Here we go.
When a man disrespects you, he's ultimately saying he doesn't want to be with you and he doesn't care about you. And if he's treating you like trash, take him out to the curb and allow yourself to empty the trash. But a lot of women are scared to walk away and let go of that man because they've been with him so long and they see this perfect man that he could be when that's not him. You are time and time again trying to prove yourself to this guy. When he sits here and he tells you, he calls you out of your name and tells you you're not worthy enough, you're trying to prove yourself to him. When in reality, that's not what you should be doing. If he doesn't see your worth or who you are as a woman, it's time for you to walk away.
All right, let's dive into this letter. I've been with my boyfriend for over 6 years now, and I'm at the point where my heart feels heavy. I don't even know how to describe the pain fully, but I'm going to try. When we first met, he wasn't like this. He was gentle, attentive, but I didn't notice at first. But slowly, he began to change. Now, when he drinks, he turns into someone I don't even recognize. He becomes this nasty, angry version of himself that spits out words that cut me deeply. But what hurts even more is that even when he's sober, he still calls me out of my name. He still embarrasses me in front of other people. Like my feelings don't matter and my dignity means nothing. Probably doesn't mean anything to him. I try to ignore it. I try to brush it off and tell myself that maybe one day he'll stop or he'll wake up and realize how badly he's been treating me. You know, ladies, he knows how badly he's been treating you now. He doesn't need to wake up to it. It's intentional. Okay? I believe that the more of us that realize that, we wouldn't continue to put ourselves through this type of torment. All right, so let's finish this up. But the truth is, I'm tired. I'm tired of pretending it doesn't hurt. I'm tired of making excuses for behavior that keeps breaking me little by little. What I don't understand is why. Why would someone who says he loves me treat me like I'm disposable? Why act like my feelings don't matter? Why speak to me like I'm nothing when all I've done is love him and stand by him? I'm starting to wonder if he even cares anymore, or if I've been hoping for a version of him that doesn't exist. That's possible. I'm trying to hold on, but I'm also trying to understand. Why is he treating me like he doesn't care? Well, one reason is because he's gotten away with it up to now. Okay? When he first tested you on it, you failed. You failed the test. You overlooked it. You accepted it. So he went a little further. Let's look at a man who respects you. He's going to listen to you. He's going to adjust to you. He's going to protect your peace. And he's going to apologize with actions, not just empty apologies. He's going to put some action behind it. And he values having you in his life. He's going to tell you that. He's going to show you that. Now, if you're not getting that, then he's disrespecting you. He's doing the opposite of that with you. He doesn't listen to you. He doesn't apologize. He doesn't protect your peace. In fact, he'll bring more chaos into your life. Now, why do some men continue to disrespect a woman? Some of these men grew up watching their fathers treat their mother just like he's treating you. This is something that he has learned growing up. Whatever man was around that raised him treated the woman, his mother, whoever raised him, like this. And that's what he knows. So, but you should have seen this before you hooked up with him, that he was disrespectful. And even meeting his people, especially if his father was still alive, you can kind of see how he treated her, because that was the role model. He saw the way that his father treated his mother, the way that his father spoke to his mother. If disrespect was normal in his household, then that's all he knows to do. To him, that's normal. Now, another reason that a man will disrespect you, and I look at all these kind of like tests that men put you through to see if you're going to go for it. He will push your boundaries. You know, whatever it is that you don't want him to do, he shouldn't do, he'll do it to see how you're going to handle it. It's a test. See if you're going to stop him right there in his tracks right there, or whether you'll just go for it and forgive him. You know, some men that cheat, it's a test to see if they can get away with it. Not that they don't want to cheat, but they, they'll go out and cheat. And if you forgive them, well, then they know that you're not going to leave them. Okay? And they are, it's not beyond them to cheat again, whether they claim they'll never cheat on you again or not. But that can be a test just to see what they can get away with. Now, maybe he's a weak man. He's insecure about himself. So you are kind of a threat because he's competing with you and maybe a little jealous of you. So then he's going to be attacking you, probably verbally, or trying to sabotage you in some way, because he's weak. He's insecure. And that's why he's disrespectful. And he'll be overtly disrespectful if you've allowed him to do it. If not, he's going to stab you in the back. Okay? Try to ruin your reputation, things like that. And now another reason, he could be used to relationships where he can get away with these things. He's done it before in several other relationships, and women tolerate it. So apparently he's drawn to women who are kind of on the desperate end to have men. And once they get a man, they hold on so tight, no matter what the man does, they forgive them and that kind of thing. So he just keeps going in and out and in and out with other women. Because remember, these women will take him back. Okay? Now, ladies, if a man doesn't see you as a priority, he will disrespect you because he doesn't care what you think. He doesn't care if you leave. You're just kind of like a seat filler. You're just filling that seat until his first choice comes along. And apparently you're not it. So that's why he disrespects you. He really does not care about you like that, ladies. That's a good sign for you to know whether he really cares about you or not. Because when a man goes so far as to disrespect you, if it's a narcissist, he's probably ready to discard you real soon. In other men, there are some, like I said, they're just used to it. They grew up in an environment like that, where the women were disrespected all the time, and they just took it. So he doesn't know any better. But in any regard, ladies, don't allow a man to disrespect you. If you're out with them in the very beginning, the dating stage, when Not in the honeymoon stages when you want to correct all of these issues. Don't wait until you've been with him for a while, months, and you can't take it no more. Now you want to tell him. No, you want to tell him as soon as it comes up. Straighten him out right there. Listen, I'm not going to tolerate this. Let him know that, he's no prize. You can walk away from it anytime. And then that will put him on high alert that you are not that desperate to be with him. And it will put him in the position that if he really wants you, he's got to put in some effort. You're not easy. And you don't want a man to think that you're easy, you see? But they'll test you to see if you are easy in a number of ways. And one of the ways, unfortunately, is that they will disrespect you. For instance, something that comes to mind is you and your boyfriend are on a date or whatever. One of his friends comes up. The friend is talking to him, chatting to him or whatever, and he's chatting to the friend that you've never met, and he never introduces you. I think that's disrespectful. Never says anything, like you're not even there. I think that is. When he gets angry with you, he calls you the B, the H, whatever rolls off his tongue. That's extremely disrespectful. He goes out and he gossips about you to his people behind your back, try to ruin you. That's disrespectful. Anything that you try to do to better your life, he tries to tear it down. Now, you don't need to be with anybody like that. And I'm telling you, these men will do it over and over and over in more of a grander style if you don't stop them in the beginning. When you see that red flag, you put a halt to it. Do not forgive him and say, oh, well, don't do that again. And if he says that, yeah, all right, sorry. Now, some men may be sincere. Like I said, some men don't know any better. Of course, that's tricky if you want to stay with a man like that. But if you find yourself in that position, and that puts you in the training position, and you got to train him not to be, disrespectful. But I say, ladies, do not tolerate disrespect. Don't put yourself in the position where you will have to tolerate disrespect. And ladies, I'm going to say this before I go because, see, ladies, you're so desperate to be taken care of until this is why you put yourself in these delicate positions to be disrespected. Because you think this is the way to go. To be chosen by a man, you wait all your life for a man to choose you. Now, once you've chosen, he's just choosing you to be a slave for the rest of your life. And then he has the right to treat you like he wants to. Talk to you any way that he wants to. Now, here in the USA, you can, file for divorce. But in some countries, those women don't have that opportunity. They're just stuck. Because it's a mindset that you need to be hooked up with a man to be happy, to be complete. And, I talk this way a lot, and I know a lot of people don't understand it. But, the thing is, ladies, you don't have to tolerate a lot of things that you do. I hope that you understand the message today, and I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, my email address is in the description. And if you're looking for today's affirmation, the link is also in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those who donated to help my adopted family. Now, we have wound up the campaign, and in the next few days, I will be giving you the report about what happened and all of that. And I will give you the opportunity to send me a text if you are interested in just how much that we collected. Okay, I will be happy to share that with you. So in the next couple of days, you can look for that report. I thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, and I really hope to see you next time.